救命啊！一边是10年寒窗读大学，而另一边越来越多的大学生开始集体反水本生专。
On one hand, people spend years studying hard to get into university, while on the other, an increasing number of university graduates are collectively enrolling in vocational programs. Recently, Zhengzhou Railway Institute's program, which recruits university graduates to pursue associate degrees, has become very popular. Last year, the program was fully enrolled, and this year it expanded to 135 students, with a graduate employment rate exceeding 90%. In contrast, Peking University failed to fill its early admission slots in the college entrance exams in multiple regions like Hubei and Guangdong. Many liberal arts majors, such as less common languages, received almost no applications. If you ask me, this is a good thing. Instead of questioning whether students who switch from bachelor's to associate degrees are foolish, it's better to say that today's university students have a clear understanding of the job market even before they leave campus. What Zhengzhou Railway Institute offers is not just any ordinary associate degree program, but specialized, hardcore majors like railway engineering and high-speed train maintenance. Graduates directly enter the railway system, securing stable, allocated positions, and the employment rate is far higher than that of other general universities. In 2024, 70% of new job openings in modern manufacturing will come from vocational colleges. For instance, a smart elderly care major at a vocational college in Changsha had an admission score 63 points higher than the undergraduate admission threshold. Because everyone has figured it out, with the onset of an aging population, skilled professionals who can care for the elderly and understand smart devices are more in demand than white-collar workers with mere diplomas. Looking back at Peking University, with empty slots in early admission majors, it doesn't mean that prestigious universities have completely lost their appeal. Rather, some particular majors are truly unpromising. A less common language major at a certain 985 university has an employment rate of 65%, whereas a vocational college's elevator installation major boasts a 98% employment rate and a monthly salary that is 2,000 yuan higher. Some students say that spending over 600 points to study a less common language means there are no career paths besides translation after graduation. It's better to study computer science at a regular university. Behind these two phenomena lies the same underlying logic. In an era of diploma inflation, skills are more resilient than diplomas. As undergraduate students, we can also ask ourselves, how many filler courses did we take in 4 years of university? How much real knowledge did we acquire? Is pursuing a bachelor's degree solely for the title and then doing a job you don't like truly what it means to have a promising future? Undergraduates returning to vocational schools essentially indicates that the theoretical teaching of many majors has not kept pace with the speed of societal development. And against the broader backdrop of society emphasizing cost reduction and efficiency improvement, companies also need practical skills more than theoretical knowledge. Previously, an HR manager from an auto company said, "When we recruit for mechanical positions, undergraduate students score full marks on theory, but can't use CAD for drawing." Vocational school students, although with lower academic qualifications, can directly get hands-on and operate equipment. We'd rather hire vocational school graduates. And the country has also long stated that master craftsmen are the cornerstone of the national edifice. Currently, many local governments are promoting skill certifications to replace academic degrees, and in many places, advanced skilled worker certificates can directly add points for household registration. So, you laugh at those who switch from bachelor's to associate degrees for being too crazy, while they laugh at you for not understanding. It's not that academic degrees are worthless now, but rather that people have finally realized a diploma is just a stepping stone, while skills are a true iron rice bowl. Peking University failing to fill its slots doesn't mean that prestigious universities are finished, or that no one respects knowledge anymore. Rather, all respect in this world needs to be built upon tangible benefits. Ordinary people first need the ability to survive. Later, if they have spare money, studying a less common language out of passion is also an option. The devaluation of academic degrees is indeed a pain of our era, but many people can also awaken from this pain to understand what they are truly struggling for in this fiercely competitive environment.
近日，本科生回炉上技校成为
Recently, undergraduates returning to vocational schools has become a hot topic. According to reports, vocational colleges in places like Shandong, Zhejiang, and Guangdong welcomed a large number of undergraduate freshmen in the fall of 2025. Qingdao Technician College's university student technician class saw its enrollment exceed 240 students. Xuzhou Construction Machinery Technician College also attracted over 30 undergraduates to its intelligent manufacturing program. Behind this phenomenon lies a profound shift in the job market. With the upgrade of manufacturing, the demand for skilled talent in enterprises continues to grow. Data shows that the shortage of skilled talent in key areas of China's manufacturing industry will reach nearly 30 million by 2025. At the same time, some undergraduates have found that their theoretical knowledge struggles to meet the demands of actual job positions. They choose to return to vocational schools to learn practical skills to enhance their employability. Netizens have mixed opinions on this. Some believe this is a pragmatic choice. With skills under one's belt, employment prospects are stronger. Others question if spending years on an undergraduate degree only to have to relearn skills later is somewhat wasteful. However, from employment data, the employment rate of vocational school graduates has surpassed that of some regular undergraduate institutions. Students in some popular vocational programs are even recruited by companies before graduation. Undergraduates returning to vocational training is both a shift in educational philosophy and a response to the job market. This trend reminds us that the future education system needs to place greater emphasis on combining theory with practice to adapt to the demands of social development.
本生专这仨字儿分开我认识，凑一块儿你认识吗？
Dropping down from a bachelor's degree to a vocational college, doesn't that sound like a joke? But when I checked, Zhengzhou Railway Vocational and Technical College actually did just that. Starting a few years ago, this school announced it would begin admitting bachelor's degree graduates to study for vocational college degrees. Don't get me wrong, they didn't send out the wrong notice. They are explicitly offering a bachelor's first, then vocational college path. And the majors aren't just for getting a diploma, they include EMU maintenance, high-speed rail comprehensive maintenance, and railway operations management, all skill-based professions. These are practical skilled positions within the system, with 135 spots that are in high demand. So everyone, it's really not our ears playing tricks on us, it's indeed going from bachelor's to vocational, not vocational to bachelor's. So why would a perfectly good 4-year bachelor's graduate go backward to study for a vocational degree? The reason is glaringly simple, a bachelor's degree isn't enough. After studying management, finance, humanities, or psychology for a few years, they find upon graduation that not only can they not find a job, but they can't even compete with others for civil service or public institution positions. For technical positions, there's no entry at all. Employers just ask you one thing, what can you actually do? At this point, technical positions requiring a vocational degree become a lifesaver. They offer strong practical skills, short training periods, many matching job opportunities, and even some job security within the system. Bachelor's graduates, in order to gain a specialized skill, are forced to demote themselves to fill their skill gaps by pursuing a vocational degree. And it's not just bachelor's students considering this, according to the school itself, even graduate students apply every year. These high-speed rail vocational school programs are a perfect example of dark humor, a stark social reality. This is the backlash of employment orientation on the educational structure. If you ask me, this isn't about a particular school doing something unusual, nor is it about individual students going astray, it's a symptom of a serious illness within the entire education system. You should know that in Germany, vocational and general education streams diverge after the 4th grade. Those suited for academic study pursue academic education, while others pursue vocational education. Especially the dual vocational training system, where students receive subsidies from companies while studying and then go directly to work for those companies after graduation. Therefore, German children don't engage in cutthroat competition and aren't as stressed, because everyone finds their suitable place and role. In contrast, here, while we're advocating for universal bachelor's degree attainment, job demands increasingly favor skilled technical professionals. Parents have been ingrained with the mindset that academic credentials are supreme. They push their children into tutoring classes from a young age, striving to send them to prestigious 211 and 985 universities. To earn a 4-year bachelor's degree and a 2-year master's degree. Only to discover that what employers truly value is: can you fix a train engine or tighten screws? Can you inspect the signal system in the middle of the night? Is it absurd? Not at all. This is just reality, and we're becoming increasingly clear-headed about it. We once firmly believed that as long as you went to college, your destiny could be changed. Now we have to admit that even after college, you'll likely still need to learn a practical skill. What's more tragic is that universities fail to teach practical skills, while vocational colleges have become a lifeline. So what exactly is education for, then? On one hand, academic degrees are devaluing, while on the other, practical skills are highly sought after. Children struggle desperately across the single-plank bridge of the college entrance exam, only to find at the end that turning a corner leads them back to the starting point, realizing it might have been better to start at a vocational school. So, what exactly did they learn during those years of undergraduate study? Was it worth it? Was it all for nothing? Let me be frank, all for nothing might not be entirely true, but wrong direction is certainly accurate. The biggest problem with our education is that it treats academic degrees as skills and majors as talismans. Yet it has never taught children how to truly solve problems, earn a living, and establish themselves in society. This current trend of bachelor's to vocational is evidence that the current educational logic is being slapped in the face by reality. And in the future, things will get even more serious. Bachelor's programs will continue to expand, and degree inflation will become increasingly apparent. Meanwhile, hands-on, practical, skilled professionals will become more and more in demand. The result is that skilled vocational schools are in high demand, while traditional universities become empty cities. Your child shouldn't laugh and think this issue is far from them. If you choose the wrong major and don't learn real skills, you'll still end up queuing to acquire them. So I advise all parents, stop deceiving yourselves and your children with the idea that going to college alone can change their destiny. Children are very smart and realistic, sometimes they see things much more clearly than we do. If you truly want to be responsible for your children, don't just look at scores in schools, also look at direction and abilities. Look at the structural demands of future society. Bachelors to vocational is not a joke, it's a lesson reality is teaching all parents.